David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Sangapovatelli. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Sangapovatelli from the gun on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
3rd down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this 3rd down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Signaling to his guy. Carr unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Irish, after the chunk played through the air, back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Turns it upfield. Powers through the defender. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Caught.
score. And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds a little bit of space, he'll get 3 out to the 15.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
RPO complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Now here's Jaron Songopovatelli. And he gets rid of it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Escapes the pressure to his right. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's Carr to throw. Hauls it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air again, Carr. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Quick give. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're going to ride this running back. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Tight end now in motion. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. JKS. Rush right in his face. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All by himself down the middle. 10. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the move from inside his 5.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Sangopolitelli makes the grab. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Hand it to the back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Got his man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Cuts it upfield. It's Marshall. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Defense all over him.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Jaron Chiave Sangapolatelli. They get to him as he throws. Out wide left, it's Perry. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He wants to throw it. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
This defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Right side, it's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Porter. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Out wide right, it's Porter. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Tough run here. It's Brown. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Carr lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. JKS. They're all over him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff for Brown. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play. You missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides to the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And how about this defense, man? Great opportunity here. Your offense puts you in a terrible spot. And the momentum went all the way to the other side because you fumbled, put it on the deck. They're set up, but how about if you get a stop here? Stop the bleeding, force a field goal. This could be a big win and kind of flip that tide back the other direction for this defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll run with Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sangopolitelli rushes on, and down he goes.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down to the air. Gets open down the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
From the gun on third down, Sangopolitelli. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Offense staying on the field, they'll hurry up on 4th down. Fourth down, Sangopolitelli. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Sangopolitelli throws to the wideout. Unloads in the nick of time.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. This time he's got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Oh, the attempt is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 4 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's Ole Miss with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires left. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Songopolitelli from the gun on 3rd down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to make one miss. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the right. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Moore. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
A give to Brown. Knocked down immediately.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Play action, C.J. Carr. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on third down, Carr. Looking left. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The kick is on its way. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Nice job. Had a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. The Golden Bears buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Looking for space, it's Marshall. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. They'll need a bunch on second down. Right back to the well. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
First and 10 from their own 15-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They give it back to him. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun on third down, Sangapolatelli. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. JKS. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Here he comes from inside, and the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Ready to get moving. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing, Carr. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for running room. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Sangopolitelli. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Working the ground game. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. 4th down, Songa Bovatelli. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Carr fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups, making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Songa Bovatelli. Back's got it on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Just feeds the running back. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fourth down, Songa Bolatelli. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Hits inside, it's Marshall. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Going to get a stoppage here as there's an injured Cal Bear on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the wideout. Jaron Kiave Songa Bolatelli. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass.
Number 98, set to kick it away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Carr to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second and long here. C.J. Carr firing again. Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Throwing, Carr. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Still looking to his right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Long way to go on second down. Running inside, it's Marshall. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Politelli from the gun on third down. Goes high to pull it in. Wide open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cal! Lining up with a PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Carr. Out wide left, it's Bowman. At the 35, he's open. Caught, and he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw. It's Carr. He fires to the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Marshall.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
And the Golden Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. JKS under pressure. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st. Look out! And they got it.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Songo Politelli looking for the score. And And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game, David.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee, get out of here with the dub.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.